Hey, it's Dave here again, and today I want to talk to you about something that's a little bit related to what I spoke about yesterday. Yesterday, I was talking about the fact that why aren't people helping you? And I got into some explanations about why that is the case, but I also touched on an area about how you can actually get people to notice you, and I want to talk a bit about that today. I want to talk about how you can actually get somebody who's perhaps earning in a higher earning bracket than you are to actually notice you and to perhaps work with you, even perhaps coach you or groom you, teach you in some way so you can grab some information and to perhaps become wiser in your business. I'm going to talk to you about that, but first I want to tell you a story. Years ago, before I started learning guitar, I wanted to be part of a youth group. I wanted so badly to be in the leadership. I was just hungry for it. I saw that a lot of my friends were in the leadership, and I couldn't understand why I wasn't there. And so, to get there, the one thing I started to do was to do the only thing that I knew how to do well, and that was to help other people. So what I did was I started coming to youth group early. I started to arrive early and set up the chairs. I started to arrive early and set up music. I started to arrive early and set up the sound. I started to prepare. I started to do things where I could actually be of assistance to somebody without them even realizing it. I started to make myself valuable. And that is the key. And through that process, and through a while, I started to step in a leadership role. I even started to meet other people who were in the music part of it, and that's why I actually started to learn to play guitar. Why? Because I started with an essential quality of service. You see, that is how you get noticed, is by serving other people. Now, you can do it in so many ways. If you are online, for instance, and you are around a lot of people, the best thing you can do is to help people as much as you can. Perhaps if somebody's got a question, you can come up with the answer. Perhaps if somebody is on a hangout, you can ask them questions, stake out. We've got one guy that's on our leadership team, and his name is Jamie. And the reason we saw Jamie is because Jamie started to ask a lot of questions, and Jamie started to stand out. He started to serve people more and more, and that's what we saw in Jamie. And now he's part of our leadership group because he had an attitude of service. All right. This is how you can be noticed. And let's say you're going to an event. The one thing you can do to make yourself more valuable is to get yourself involved in a voluntary capacity, so you can actually volunteer. Be part of a group of people so you can mix around with the people who are more knowledgeable. As I said, set up chairs, set up the drinks, volunteer to go and fetch things, do things for nothing, don't charge. All right, provide yourself as a way for other people so they can see that you have something to offer. That's how you stand up. That's how you get the bigger boys to actually see you, is to do things and to help. I notice people in my industry. The ones that I notice the most are the ones that are producing the most, the ones that are standing out the most, the ones that are being consistent the most. Those are the ones that I see, and those are the ones that I want to work with. All right, it isn't just about the money. I know that money is a big part of business, but if I see that somebody has real potential because they are sticking out and they are doing things where I'm noticing them popping up all over the place, that's the type of person that I want to work with, because I know that iron sharpens iron. And that's the one thing that you can do to be noticed. So look, take my advice. If nobody is seeing you, there's a reason. It's because you're not doing something to make yourself pop. And that means you've got to volunteer your services. Don't be in such a rush to make so much money and just get paid for everything you do, because people don't know how valuable you are. Start by volunteering your services free of charge. Get yourself out there so people can see what you are all about. I have a wonderful business partner. Her name is Katie Stage, and she does this amazing thing when she can help in her comments. She can help when people are commenting. She's got such a gift for interacting with people, and she's become invaluable to my business. All right, it's very hard for me to cope without her because I see how valuable her services are. She is an amazing teacher and she does things really well. But the one thing that made me see Katie pop from everyone else was the fact that she was so good at responding to comments, replying to people, giving people information. That's what made her stand out. You've got to find out what it is that you can do to put your gift out there. All right, that is what you need to do. You need to be standing out. If you want people to take notice of you, you've got to give them a reason to take notice of you. All right, you can't expect people to just see you. Essentially, there are two ways to get somebody's attention. One is through money. If you throw enough money at a person, they will see you. Number two is through working really hard and standing out. All right, and that is done through service. Ultimately, we all go forward by serving other people. If you're in this game because you just want to serve yourself, you're not going to get very far, because at the end of the day, you're just serving yourself. And I believe at the very core of my fiber, the very fiber of my being, however you want to say it, that we are put on this earth to serve other people. And that is essentially what we are meant to do. So if you want other people to take notice of you, get in the business of serving people and take it to a level where people can actually see you. You know what that looks like. I don't need to tell you. Very often the very thing that we are scared to do is the one thing that's going to help us succeed the most. You have a great day. I will catch you on the next video. I will see you next week with a whole stream of videos that I'm going to put out, but I will see you soon. Watch out for my emails. If you subscribe to my newsletter, I'll be sending out some out soon. But having said that, you have a great day, and as I said, I will see you soon. Cheers.